Okay, let's take a look at this market here. Overall, the trend is still down. There is nothing, absolutely nothing on the SPY that says the buyers are stepping up. You've got the 50-period moving average right here, which, can it produce a bounce? Of course it can, but we need price. We've got a trend line. Just connect that low with this low. What is this low? The June 17th and the July 14th. Let it extend where it wants. You can see that we still have room to move down to that trend line. There's no law says we have to get to the trend line. There's no law says we have to stop at the trend line. This morning, I talked about this downtrend and the uptrend. Anything in the middle is just chop, just absolute chop. Yeah, just chop. Overall, I would have to put my weight with the bears right now because the trend is moving down right here. And if we look at the diamonds, same thing. You've got the trend to the downside. Diamonds, looks like we're closing a little bit more below that 50 than the SPY, and the Qs are not looking very good here at all. Here, we can just get rid of all that. Looks like we're going to stay below that 50. Now there's about 28 minutes left in the market, and so far nothing here is showing any great big insight. UVXY has pulled back a little bit. The pullback is just fine. Overall, this still looks like a bullish chart to me. Low to a high to a higher low, and we've trying to make that higher high in here right now. Well, we did get that higher high, so we're looking good here. I think we're still in the buy box area. We're still above the T line. The trend indicator is green. Might be kind of hard for you to see it there, but it is still green. So right now UVX still looks pretty bullish. The inverse ETFs, we've been talking about those a lot lately because of the condition of the market. And SQQQ here, this is one that we took a trade on earlier this morning. I did close it out today because it reached that 50-period moving average, and I just decided to take off, what was it, 25%, well worth it. I'm comfortable with that. If it gives me a little inside day tomorrow or a little bit of a rest, I see a possible buying it back. But right now, I was pretty happy with 25%. So we're looking good there. The more I talk here, I can see from the scanner that, well, here, let me pull this down for you. There we go. Let's make this stay on. Oh, it is on top. So we can see that VXY here that's a nice looking chart. Wow, that's a great looking chart. Low, high, higher, low. Good room to that 50-period moving average. So there's 5%. Could easily pop a little bit higher, but overall, that's what we want, is a trend starting right here. If we just run down the line, take a look at TZA. TZA still looks bullish here. Low, high, higher, low. Moving right up. Look where we stopped, right at the 200-period moving average. I love moving averages. I just love that. SDS, right at the 50 right now. Here's QID. QID's right at the 50 right now. So while it's still a very bullish chart, still looks good, just be prepared for a little bit of maybe just the fact we're at the 50, a little bit of a pause. Might be a good place for new buyers if new buyers are looking for it, or like me, I got out of SQQQ. That might be a buy on a pullback right here. So, before I forget, tonight, everybody, at 8 p.m. in the free trading room, Doug will be over there at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, and today is Tuesday, August 30th. So 8 p.m. Eastern if you're not doing anything. Hang out with Doug for a while. Ed might be lurking. Yeah, you never know. Let's see here. Tomorrow, we got some, looks like at 8:15 a.m. ADP numbers at 8:45 PMI. Petroleum status at 10:30. Really, I don't think there's anything other than those. The main one is the red and green dots there. Those are the important ones tomorrow. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's take a look at T2122. Whoops. Look at it over here. T2122 is in this oversold area. Absolutely no guarantee that we're going to bounce from here, at least not tomorrow anyway. It could just kind of hobble along here for a little while. We are in this oversold area. Now here's why I want to mention this. Let me go back to here and back to the SPY. I was talking to somebody earlier today, and they were a little bit off on their timing, and they were pretty frustrated with their trading. And talking to them, they want to just jump into shorts like crazy. And I said, well, let's think about this. Let's wait a second. We've been down 1, 2, 3 days. Big day here. We're at the 50 period moving average. We're at or close enough to this downtrend line. That T2122 is in the oversold area, and timing was this person's problem. Okay, that it's just timing the market. They're always late getting into shorts, getting into longs at the wrong time, and they just can't put it together. So we talked about timing. Well, this might not be the best of times, best timing to get short. What we might want to wait for is, let's just see if we're going to break down. And I mentioned that to them, and their comment was, well, if I got short now, I could make all this money. And I said, well, that's possible, but if you get short now and we're sitting at some kind of support, some sort of support, T2122, what if we bounce up? You're going to get frustrated with your trading because your timing is off. So there's nothing wrong with letting us break down below that line right there. In fact, if we break down below that line, what do you think the chances are that we rally up a little bit? And I think the chances are extremely good, because that is typically what happens. Now, I probably should paint that green, huh? Now we can look at maybe getting short, and we're controlling the timing a little bit better, okay? So anyway, I just want to share that conversation. It was a very, very good conversation, especially since it's all about the timing here. T2123 hourly chart is still a definite bear, still controlled by the bear. 15-minute chart, still controlled by the bear. Nothing here has given us a signal that we're seeing anything bullish. And what I'm looking for is for price to be above those dots and turn them green, and this blue line right here, right there. Above that high would be really a cool thing too. So get above that high, which if we do that, that's going to turn the dots green, and then we have something in the 15-minute, and then we can work on that hourly chart. As we speak here, UVXY is trying to let loose of the 15-minute 50-period moving average. It looks like we have a little top. We might be trying to get below that. This is just a 15-minute chart, so I'm not going to put a lot of weight in it. The daily chart still looks bullish. Let's take a look at some charts like Apple. Apple's on a downtrend. I'm going to get rid of all this now. Apple's still trending down. Now, I'm kind of watching Apple. I would love to buy some Apple, but I'm not going to do it until I get a buy signal. Here we are, price-wise, 158, 159. The dotted deuce is right there. The 50-period moving average is right there, and the trend line is right there. And then, of course, we know, everybody should know, that Apple has their big to-do coming up. I honestly don't even remember what date it is now, but it's coming up. The 7th, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. But anyway, I'm keeping my eyes on Apple for a possible long trade, only with the right kind of candle or price action in here. Outside of that, let's look at QCOM. QCOM still looks short. It's trending down. Looks like it has plenty of room to move down. What does SHOP look like? SHOP. There's nothing bullish about SHOP. Looks like we're seeing a little bit of construction down in this area, right through here. But the trend wins, so I would rather follow the trend, and right now I would have to look at this short until it's not. Let's see, where else are we? Intel. Oh yeah, here, let's just do this. Big. Let's do this. I'm keeping my eyes on big for a possible long. UIC is still UEC is still holding up quite well. Nike is looking like a short, still to the short side. Spotify here still looking short. KDP, that big old shooting star up here, price is under the trend line, under the T line, under the trend indicator. That still looks short. Not a bunch, 5% down here, so not a big move to the downside, but nevertheless it's there. Meta is still looking short, could be support right through this 155 area, but until price proves it, I don't see it. There's that Intel looks short. Wheat setting up to the long side here. DBC, that may be setting up. We need to see some buyers come in here, but I like the fact that we're over that 50-period moving average, and just a slight little pullback at this point here. So anyway, there's a couple nice longs if you're into the long side of things. There's some shorts, which I think probably has the power right now. Probably has the power. And if you're watching those inverse ETFs, those are doing quite well. ERY here, trying to pop up. Let's see, DOG. Those are still working. So plenty trades to be had out there. Plenty trades. Bruce, yeah, BIG, yeah, that was an earnings move here. Big volume on it. I love the gap. I love the chart. For me, let's look at that tomorrow. For tomorrow. So for me, the best way to play this for the long side is simply positive trading over today's candle. That's what I'll look at. If I do anything long, which I'm not so sure that's going to happen. There's SQQ popping up. UVXY, This is set on the 15-minute, so we might get a little quick moves, up, down, up, down, up, down. TZA. I don't see UVXY. I don't see that taken off here for whatever that's worth. 15-minute is still looking a little weak here. So let's look at here. Stocks under $10. Anybody looking for stocks under $10? Here's CD. Nice little rounded bottom. Here we rally up, a little pullback, bouncing off the T line. We need to get through that 863 area. Yeah, we need to get through that. Let's see, Julie, INBX. Nice. I like that for a short. Look at that downtrend here. Right through there. Here we've broken. Testing the 50. Dotted deuce here. Any kind of weakness, that looks short. Rickster, asking about SQ short. Yeah, definitely. Here's our downtrend. So let's put a line right about here. Not, try not to be too exact. Let's just look at all that. So that's what it needs to get through. To make some, good money to the downside, that's what it needs to get through. So it may take a little bit, but the trend is down, price is under the T-line. Because we're down like this and we're sitting on what could be support, we could easily see a little bounce that, even a person drowning is gonna make it to the top of the water for that gasp of air, and that's what I kind of see here. Maybe a gasp for air and then down is what I'm looking at. So when I see the inverse ETFs showing me a bunch of green arrows, that tells me where the power is, and the power is with the shorts right now. Let's see. Hey Jeff, CMCSA puts. Yes sir. Trend is down. That's working. Trend is down. Might be a little overextended for some people. For some people might be overextended. Some people might want to wait, till we get that little bounce, but I see it. I get it. Thank you. PAAS short. That's another one, Michael. Trend. Don't fight the trend. The trend is where it's at. It really is. And then from that trend, we sharpen our entry zone up. But that looks excellent. Absolutely excellent. What else do we have here, man? I see a lot of here on the scanner. There's your CMCSA. I just saw that. Look at IBM here. IBM short. VZ here. Look at that, short. They're moving pretty quick. That's telling me that there's a lot of selling coming in. Here's PFE, very overextended, but still seems a little short to me. AT&T racing VZ to the bottom. Yeah, AT&T is short. VZ short. Anyway, there's a whole bunch here. This is a big number, 131 in this downtrend here. That's a big number. Yeah, sellers are winning. Sellers are winning. Hey everyone, I want to thank you all for watching this video. I absolutely appreciate it. Don't forget Doug Campbell tonight with Right Way Options is presenting in our free room, the Hit Run Candlestick Right Way Options free trading room. Check below on this video. I'll put a link to that free room and you can register. Sure would appreciate it. Hope to see you tonight. Hope to see you tomorrow. If not, no worries. Have a great evening and we'll see you later this week. Take care. Thank you.